probably seen him tweet. Not recently. You probably saw him start a cult and recorded a bunch of sets in the back of an army truck that looked a lot like he was talking to a cult. Number one rule of a cult is you scream, not a cult. Good shit, minion. But personally, I mean, some of you guys know him as different things. The world of South Park probably would know him as Nigger Guy. Personally, he's one of the best people I've ever met. He's hilarious. He's a virtuoso pianist, huge pianist. Go watch the specials. You know who he is. Everybody, please make some noise for my friend, Owen Benjamin.
Thank you very much. One more time for Eric Nimmer. Nigga, 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 nigga. Man, that dude's so funny. I love Nimmer. Thanks for coming out. As of 1 hour ago, I just became a resident of the great state of Washington. Yeah. Yeah, we just closed on a house, so I live in Washington, the state of Washington, not Bellevue because I'm not Asian, and not Seattle because I still have my cock and my balls attached to my body. But Washington's awesome, and we're in Portland 2 days ago, and Amy, my beautiful wife Amy, couldn't make it here tonight. And I'll tell you that story right now, but she sends her love. We're in Portland, and Portland is like, as infuriating as Seattle can be. It's like Seattle if they went to a community college and was still as shitty. You know? Portland's infuriating, and but we had a great time. Like what Nimmer was talking about, we literally did a show in a wood shop, this industrial space on the back of an army truck. And I was talking on stage about how I'll never be able to say I'm not some sort of warlord after that, like after those photos hit the web. So I just owned it, and we recorded it, and I'm gonna release it as a special called Reluctant Warlord. Because I didn't intend to be in an industrial space on the back of an army truck, but you know, people started sipping that soy and got a little crazy. But so Portland's lost its mind. They have a bar. This is true. They have a bar where they have reparations night, where any people of color. I just heard Eric cackle. He thinks it's hysterical. Oh, and by the way, if you ever want to buy a house, bring someone who's been to Afghanistan for 4 tours. By the way, make some noise for Eric Nimmer serving his country in the Marines. But, so I take him to some of these open houses today because I had to expedite the house process because of what the story I'm about to tell you. And I bring him along, and he's just looking for sight lines. He's like, this one's good. You got weakness over there, though. You got a weakness over there. I'm like, dude, thanks. It's good to know, though. Where are you? You're already over there? Oh, you got more beers? Thanks, Nimmer. Sweet. Oh, that's perfect. Nimmer with M's. But, you know, I would say the other one. I don't like the other word, but I like to show that I can say it. That's all it was about. I don't use that word a lot. But I'm gonna say it because people say you can't, and then I just say I can. And then I do it. That's one of the reasons I got kicked off Twitter, was because of one of my hilarious tweets. Justin Trudeau is trying to ban words. And Justin Trudeau, for those of you that don't know, fortunately, if you don't know who he is, it's as if the Prime Minister of Canada was Hansel from Zoolander. He's awful, right? And he was trying to ban words as hate speech. He was saying that Mother's Day and Father's Day were hate words because it, of course, alienated the LGBTQAI PFDCB community. And so I called him a faggot, you know? And no, I called him a nigger faggot. And I thought that everyone would get the joke because he's not black and he's married. I was just trying to say the most taboo words to show that I wasn't complying to nonsense. That was my whole joke. And people didn't get the joke, apparently. He's not black. How is that racist if you call Justin Trudeau a racial pejorative that he's not a part of? It makes no sense. Another time he was trying to say that a pronoun, a preferred pronoun that you can just make up, like zins, or zim, zer. You can make up a word and people have to call you that legally. So my dad's a public speech professor. You know, one of the few things taught at colleges these days that is actually a very valuable skill. So he taught me how to form a good argument and see the Achilles heel in other people's argument. You know, Socratic method, all that dope shit, you know? And so I tweeted, hey, tagging him always. I tweeted, hey, and I had 120,000 followers with that check, so I know he fucking saw it. And I said, hey, Justin Trudeau, my preferred pronoun is Justin Trudeau is a faggot. Because the joke being, the faggot's already hate speech, so that's illegal, right? So he legally has to commit a crime. If I say my preferred pronoun is a word that's already illegal, that's called a catch-22, my friend. If my pronoun is Justin Trudeau's a faggot, you gotta say it, or you don't. Either way, it's illegal, you bitch. Those are the things that'll get you kicked off Twitter. Permanently, I'm banned for life. Not ISIS, they're still there. Imagine being in ISIS with dyslexia. You think you're in Sissy. Those are the type of tweets that they're missing out on these days, man. So anyway, Portland has reparations night, and people of color, not colored people, and I was reprimanded by the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. I'm not allowed to say colored people. See, I don't go with nonsense because I know nonsense leads to worse nonsense. So like, you just plant a flag where you're at and you just go, no. And then you don't end up, a socialist dystopia dying of starvation and genocide. But anyway, so this bar gives free booze to people of color. That's hilarious. The social justice warriors go full circle until they're giving Indians whiskey. You can't make this shit up. They're just giving Indians free whiskey. So being I'm a fan of booze, I just went full blackface and got hammered. So we're doing this show and I get off stage and I found out my wife had a medical complication. She's 30 weeks pregnant. And we have a 2-year-old son who is, that's the reason we moved to Washington was she's got 2 more generations of family, and family's awesome. And so, give it up for family. Family first. You can't replace family. You know, I kind of had my heart set on Texas, don't get me wrong, but Washington had family, and it's also beautiful. Everywhere I look, it looks like a scene from Twilight, you know. Just some giant tree with some guy that can't. Twilight was about 2 gay guys fighting over a girl with autism. What's that, bud?
I said one for my homies.
Oh, for my homies? Yeah, it's for my homies that ain't here, man. What's that, brother?
I was trying to help you play it
You don't have to help me play it off. You know your mom will fuck anyone with a car? I'm just kidding. I just think that's a really funny response. I do like that you tried to help me out, but you're fine. Amy thinks I almost pathologically never feel shame. Like, I felt no shame from that. I was literally watching it like, no way, brown cum. What's that? What's that, bud? You're out of beer out front? What beer's after? We'll go somewhere else. Yeah. No, we'll get more beer, bro. Jesus. You're like, dude, I got a drip, and it's not dripping right now. Dude, we'll get beers. I'll buy you a beer. I'll buy you a few beers. If you're a native, I'll buy you some whiskey too, and then I'll take your fucking land. Wanna know what it is? Because I'm wearing glasses. My eyes, I slept in a hospital room the last 2 days, so my contacts started drying out my eyes, so I had to put on my glasses. And so I like looked down, it was like weird, and I was like, no way. And then that guy felt like it was time for him to be a hero, you know, he's like, how about you save yourself from the fact you need beers every 10 minutes? They're out of beer, I know, you told me that the first time. It was 8 minutes ago. That's all right, I love you. That's the thing about these shows that we've been doing, is even the hecklers are cool. Like, that's not a dick. That guy's trying to help me. He's just kind of stumbling a little, so I made it funny. But that's fine, that's not a bad person. That's someone, you know, teetering on a meltdown, but trying to help out. Hey man, you want a beer? I got an extra beer. I'm serious, come here. Enjoy that. So anyway, give it back, I'm trying to save you. I'm just kidding. I just hear this sound of a... No, we're done now. I gotta focus on my shit now. What's your name though, bro? What's your name?
I'm Frank Carpenter. Frank like the hot dog, Carpenter like Jesus.
I'm Owen like Wilson, Benjamin like the money that I'm gonna charge you for that beer. I'm just kidding. All right, so anyway, we're in Portland, right? And I hate Portland. And I think this is God's way of fucking with me, right? Because long story short, Amy and the baby are fine, by the way, but at first I didn't know that. So, yeah, Amy and the baby are fine. So I come off stage, and people are like, oh, Amy started bleeding. She's in a hospital. So I'm just like, I just in go mode. I just go there. And Nimmer, of course, has it all worked out. He crushes. And, you know, he made her feel really safe. I think more than me, oddly, because I get there a little panicked. He's killed human beings for the government, so he's pretty Did you drop another beer? You lost your shoes? Why'd you lose your shoes, man? They're flip-flops. Did you come here from a beach? No, it's all right. Flip-flops are great. If you ever fight a guy with flip-flops, just do anything. Just move this way. He's like, oh, flippity-floppity. So Amy's in the hospital. She used to start bleeding, which is a horrible sign when you're pregnant. And they stopped it. They fixed it all up. It's all good. And so she's there for like another 4 days. So I'm on a flight. I bought a house. and so this is the point I was trying to make also, because I'm not trying to just give you updates. But she's good. And I realized something hilarious about being married is when you're trying to buy a house with your husband or wife, I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, back in the day, when you're single or when you first start dating somebody, you might erase history on your computer because of like talking to someone on Facebook or like pornography or something. Now it's about Zillow searches. You know, now she'll be like, oh, I looked on your phone. I'm like, what's up? She's like, so you really did want that 3-bedroom. I'll never do that joke again. So, I just thought it was funny. We were laughing about that. Amy wrote it. She's a horrible writer. I did it as a pity thing. It sucks. But here's the funny difference between men and women. So we have 4 dogs and 10 chickens. And so, yeah. And so I have to drive across the country now because Walter and Amy and me were about to fly home tomorrow, but now she's just here because she's on bed rest with her family. So I'm going to go back to New York and pack up our stuff, and then I'm going to drive across the country. And the issue of the chickens came up. She's like, so what do we do with the chickens? I'm like, baby, I'll kill them. It's all good. And she was like, Goldie? She had named them. And that, I realized, was the difference between men and women right there. It's just, in my mind, I'm like, baby, I got it. It'll be quick. Just dead. And she had named them like pets. I'm like, baby, we eat these things. Like, we eat them. Why did you name them? She's like, I don't know. I don't know how to end that joke either. I'm just trying to tell you guys about some shit. Seattle or Portland is you meet a lot of people that want to tell you about their dietary needs immediately. You know, everybody you meet, and they try to make it seem honorable. You know, they're like, because growing up, I'm from a place with a lot of agriculture, and we used to grow soy. Not my family, but I've worked on soy farms. And we'd grow the soy, and we'd work and sweat, but we never ate the soy because, as the old timers would say, you eat the soy, you lose your cock and your balls. They'll fall clean off your body like a Ken doll. And that obviously seemed ridiculous to us. The odds of that are almost zero, but if you factor risk versus reward, it's not worth it to eat the soy. And we'd see the soy keep getting shipped off, and we never knew who ate it. We were like, who the hell would take that risk? And then I came to Seattle and Portland. And the thing about these vegans, I have nothing wrong with people who don't eat meat. I have nothing against them. Like, that's your business, you do your thing. But don't make it seem like you're a better person than me, and don't open with it, you know? It's like, oh, hey, my name is Skylar. I'm a vegan. I'm like, you're my valet, dude, just get my fucking car. It's like, and they're like, it's tofurkey. Like, I once had a waiter who's like, tofurkey. I'm like, what's tofurkey? They're like, it's like turkey. I'm like, so just have turkey. He's like, no, it's tofurkey. I'm like, just the word doesn't sell me, bud. Like, you can't just keep saying the word and thinking that I'm gonna get on board. Like, why is tofurkey better than turkey? He's like, it's just like turkey, except it tastes like shit. And it's expensive. And I'm like, why would you do that? He's like, because I'm cruelty free. I have no cruelty in my life. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you ever see farms like where the soy comes from? These big combines that the blades that just spin. You know how many rabbits they decapitate? Like, these little rabbits are in these soy fields just like, oh no, wait, look, this is crazy. And it's just, blah! Eating is death. Everybody, you kill a carrot when you eat that carrot. You rip it from the ground, from its friends, its family. You rip it out and you eat it and you throw away the green thing. And I'll tell you something. I feel worse pulling a carrot out of the ground than killing a chicken or a turkey. So I'll tell you what, carrots, I have no idea if they're good or bad. I'll tell you, turkeys are fucking assholes. They're like dinosaurs with a Napoleon complex, you know? And I live in the Adirondack Mountains, so we have like wild turkeys all over the place, and they'll just walk through the yard, just like, if I was a little bigger, I'd eat you up, you know? And they'll just peck at you and claw at you. They don't have consent. Like the rooster just rapes. Like there's no consent. He's like, he screams at the sun as the sun rises. Like he's just screaming. And then the poor hens are just, and he's like just clawing and raping and pecking and just the feathers are gone. And these hens just come out every morning looking like Gwyneth Paltrow at an Oscar party. And I was like, did I do good for Harvey? And Meryl Streep's in the corner just like, I didn't see anything and no one else did. I like my gold. So I have no problem decapitating them. Just fucking dinosaurs, you know? So 4 dogs are cool. Dogs, I would never kill a dog unless it was like one of those crazy dogs, you know, but dogs are awesome. I have a lot of empathy for dogs, a lot of compassion. They really are your friend. You know? Do you guys have dogs here? Make some noise if you have dogs. They're awesome. And having 4 changes the game. You know, one dog, because dogs are pervs. You know, like when you're having sex, your dog will come in and be like, yo, dog. He's like, can I watch? I'm like, get out of here. This isn't for you. And he's like, all right, sorry. And when you have 2 dogs, they come in, he's like, I brought a friend. Is it cool if we watch you guys? And I'm like, no, get out. But it feels a little harder because he's, and then once you have 4, it's just an audience. They're just like, we invented that style. You know, you're not even doing that right. They named it after us. Every animal in the animal kingdom fucks that way. Zebras, rhinos, all of them. But they gave it to the dogs. Like, that's doggy style. And the zebras are like, why not zebra style? They're like, because you don't fuck like that dog. I think that's pretty funny. And one time, and dogs will teach you about friendship. One time we had a dog, and still have the dog, obviously, but it was my dog Benny started licking his own penis. And at first it was okay. I'm like, come on, man. We're at brunch. He's like, shut up. And he'd lick himself. And it was okay until he started licking himself raw. Like it got very impulsive, just compulsive, just very like I couldn't stop. You know what I'm saying? And all day long he was like, oh, I gotta do this one thing over and over again. And his wiener started getting raw. And we didn't know how to deter him. You know, we got like a little spray thing and he'd like go to lick his wiener and we're like, and he's like, at first he was like, whoa. And then he realized what we were doing and he's like, we'd squirt him, he's like, keep doing it, I like that now. And so we had to get him a cone. Like one of these big cones. You put a cone on a dog so he can't get to his own wiener, right? And I remember this one neighborhood kid didn't understand the cone. He was like, what's the cone for? I'm like, I don't feel comfortable explaining it. And he's like, just tell me. I'm like, he's a space dog. And that worked. And so we think it's all good, but that's the problem with having 4 dogs is they'll teach you about friendship. So we come home one day and we see old Benny with his cone on and he's smiling. And it's weird to see a dog smile. And then I look down and I realize our new dog, George, is licking his dick for him. And George is just licking his dick. And I'm like, what the hell? And my wife is like, this is horrifying. And I'm like, no, baby, that's called friendship. We sold the rights to a Disney movie already. I'm trying to do some new stuff for you guys, man. I do a lot of these shows. There's been a lot of misunderstandings in my life. I've been trying to be a compassionate person. I want to be in with the cool kids. I was in with the cool kids in Hollywood, and then there was a lot of misunderstandings, you know? They're like, you gotta come to our Black Lives Matter rally. And I'm like, what's it all about? They're like, don't ask questions or you're full of hate. I'm like, all right, I'll go to a Black Lives Matter rally. And so I did some research. I was like, I want to do the best job I possibly can. You know, I'm like, what's a real threat to black people these days? Not just in America, in the whole world. Do you guys know what the #1 killer of black people in the world is? Mosquitoes. You're right, it's because of malaria. 500,000 black people die a year from mosquitoes giving them malaria. So I was like, black lives do matter. I was infuriated. I was like, I'm gonna save these people. I'm not just gonna chant with my stupid sign. I'm gonna go to Ace Hardware and get myself some tiki torches. Because I'll be damned if any mosquito goes near any of my black friends. So I got citronella tiki torches and I got all my other buddies. And I was like, wear your best khaki pants. And tuck that shirt in, baby, come on. Look presentable. And meet me at the rally. So I handed out my tiki torches to my buddies. We lit them up and we showed up. We're like, ah! And someone stabbed me in the dick. So I got blood all over my nice khakis. And I still don't know how to end that joke. It's like, what's that? Someone stole my bike? That would be good if it was a callback. That's a good idea. And someone had stolen, maybe I do that. Maybe it's like, you know, I'm screaming with my tiki torches and I realized I wasn't welcome. So I go to get the hell out of there and I realized someone had stolen my bike. That's hilarious. And all our bikes were stolen. I've only had my bike stolen one time, and one of the only black dudes in my town stole my bike. It's a true story. Changed my whole life. Not in a racist way, in a way of like, words matter. Okay, we're in a town of 15,000. There was 3 black dudes. So I was 9. I'm trying to tell my mother, and hopefully she would tell the police, that it was a black guy. Even back then, they're like, hey, whoa. I'm like, I narrowed it down to 3 in 15,000. What are you gonna do, height? Fuck you guys, man. That 3 in 15,000. And I knew the guy, I just didn't want to be obvious about it. I was Paperboy of the Year that year. I'm dead serious, this is all real. I was Paperboy of the Year twice in my 4-year career. And my bike was stolen in one of those years, and I fucking hoofed it. It's called America, baby. It's called the free market of ideas. Before there was blogs and shit, a little fat kid named Owen had to come to your door with a newspaper, and you had to read it. Until a black guy stole his bike. All right, anyway. So I tried to get into feminism. I love my mom, love my wife. There's a lot of women that are unbelievable human beings. So I wanted to support. So I went to one of these women's marches and started handing out condoms to these poor girls. You know, I'd make eye contact. Anybody that made eye contact with me, I'd be like, excuse me, here you go. Just keep walking, but you know what to do with that. Use it. I don't approve of your lifestyle. I think you should settle down with one fella. I think you're flooding the market with gold. And I don't like it. But if you're gonna have sex with a complete stranger, which is why I know you're here, please protect yourself, because some STDs, to last a lifetime. And they're like, I'm not here to have sex with a strange man. This is about women and female empowerment. I'm like, save it, lady. I've been on Twitter. I know what you're all about. This whole thing is all the big pound me too movement, because everyone's out here just pound me too. And she's like, pound me too? No, it's hashtag me too. I'm like, lady, I'm 38 years old. In my world, that's called a pound sign. And if you're gonna start a multi-billion-dollar campaign, why don't you go ahead and think about what the confusion you're throwing out there for people that knew a life before the internet. I just go on Twitter and all I see is enough, pound me too. And I'm like, Jesus, lady. Make some better decisions with your life. Someone will have sex with you. You're gorgeous. But save it for the right guy. And if you're gonna go around getting fucked, use a condom, damn it. There is sexism against women. That's one reason why I hate social justice warriors so much, is a lot of times it clouds reality. Like, there is shit going down, you know? I think that we have to be more supportive of the nuclear family, the family. Like, women want to be moms. Yeah. I feel bad for that. There's sexism against women, you know? There's also sexism against men. We just don't bring it up as often because we like to be fun to be around. That's kind of a guy thing, right? It's like, it's what guys are all about. You know, it's like we like to be fun to be around. I'll tell you why, because as far as gender goes, men are capitalist and women are communist. You know that the explanation will be true and hilarious. Like for anybody like, whoa, come on, man. You know it's gonna be fucking hilarious. All right, so as we know about the free market of capitalism, that's what men are, and women are communists, and I'll explain. Women don't let the weak fail. You know, if you're out at a bar, there's a lot of women around, there could be a group of 5 women, and 4 are having a great time. They're like, this is a blast. And then there's one girl that's not having a great time. She's like, oh my God, Brian just came here with his new girlfriend. This is humiliating. The other 4 girls will now adjust to the one having a bad time. They'll be like, Tina's sad. It's like Voltron. Get ice cream, get a unicorn, let's go home. And they're just licking each other's tears. And because the weak in a female group will set the tone. Men are the opposite. If you're out with 5 men and 4 are having a great time and 1 is having a bad time, he will be cut from the team. Like if 4 guys are like, dude, this is awesome, and 1 guy's like, hey, I'm really sad about Barbara, you're like, get the fuck out of here. Don't bring that shit around us. Which sounds great, right? But the opposite is also true, and that's the problem. Because men support greatness, we support talent, we support expertise, effort. You know, we're like, if we plan a football team or something, we see one guy stand out, we're like, he's the fastest guy. Man, he runs so fast, let's make him captain. I'm his friend, by the way. I'm his friend, I support him, I block for him. Yeah, he's the fastest, we're gonna make him captain. Women are like, she's the prettiest. Tell everybody she has herpes. Because there is sexism against men. You know, the wage gap is hilarious. It's been disproven, obviously, by anyone with a calculator. But I love the concept of gaps. You know, wage gap. It's like, my brother is an arborist. I do tree work with my brother. He climbs up trees and we cut them down and ship it. That's what I do when I'm not doing this. That's why my ring is a rubber band. Because my finger will fall off if I have metal, potentially. And it's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. It's up there with deep sea fishermen and underwater welding. 97% of work-related deaths are male. Want to close that gap, you fucking cunts? No, you don't give a shit about the death gap, right? Come on. Go up a rotted cedar. I have. Anyway, you know, like when a woodpecker like rots out a tree and the homeowner's like, oh, it's gonna fall on my house. Me and my brother go there and we go up it, well, mostly him, but I do a lot of good knot work. And we chop it down and then we haul it and we get out of there. And it's really fucking dangerous. And then women are like, yeah, we like that gap. But what about money at Google? Yeah, let it sink in. That's not even a joke. So anyway, there's also sexism against men, but it's just funny. I'll give you an example. And this is real. All right. It's acceptable for women during sex to say deeper. Ever think about how funny that is? Because men are always trying to seek approval. You know, even when we're trying to sound dirty, we're still seeking approval from our wife. You know, we're like, oh yeah, you like that? Like, that's a question mark, guys. What, are we looking for good Yelp reviews? You're like, oh yeah, you like that? And your girl's like, deeper. You're like, yeah, that's right. You like that? You like that? Baby, you like that? She's like, deeper. You're like, yeah. Yeah, you like that? She's like, deeper. You're like, baby, I'm running out of ideas. Ladies, do you think we're holding out on you? The fact women say deeper means you think that it's a choice. That we're pumping shallow. That's what deeper means. Deeper means you think we might be able to change the situation. Like when you say deeper, there may be one man alive that's like, not yet. Baby, not till Christmas. Just take what I give you. You think we're pumping shallow? You think we're keeping some dick off the market? We're pacing it? How'd women react if we said tighter? For anybody offended, for any women offended, it's the same exact thing. There's no difference between deeper and tighter. It's the exact same statement. But you're like, hey, whoa. You probably murder us, Twitter would call it brave. But here's how awesome guys are. Not only are we not offended, we think it's sexy because even though we know it's impossible, at least it's a task with clear language. That's all we like. You're like deeper. We're like, Captain. I'll trim some pubes. I'll lose some weight. I got another quarter-inch in there, coach. Just let me back in the game. Give me one more pump. One more pump, and I'll get deeper. I'll get deeper. Ladies, on behalf of all men, everybody is going as deep as they possibly can from their first pump to their dying pump. We keep no cock for ourselves. Never. We give it all to you. And one day when we die, one day when I die, that's all I want on my tombstone. That's all I want to be known for. Here lies Owen Benjamin. And he gave his wife Amy every inch he ever fucking had. And he died alone on this little small hill covered in soybeans because someone's an asshole. All right, I was gonna do more stand-up, but that's a grand piano, and I'm gonna play the fuck out of that thing. Oh, sweet. Yo, Nimmer, do we have any more beers?
One back there. That's the last one. You messed all up.
What's that, bud?
I said you gave me your last one.
I know. I did. Yeah. What's your favorite song, bro?
All right, let's do it.
He's a real MVP. You don't need to hide anything anymore.
You kind of escalated the request. He goes, yo, will you move that podium? And I'm like, of course. He goes, you don't need to hide behind it anymore. to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my word. But to say, mother. That's great. So, how about a different version, like a very soft version, like a gay version? Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words. Mother. Alright, so I was trying to do some stuff for you guys. So there's Microsoft is here, right? Microsoft? And I think there's a certain type of song that always goes with those tech commercials. It's always supposed to sound uplifting, even if it's just crazy shit. It goes like this, it goes. Every commercial, it's like, here at Google, we believe in progress towards the future that we design. Normal people think there's a difference between men and women. Not here at Google. There's no difference whatsoever. And if you question that, we'll fucking kill you. Just ask Jeeves. Oh wait, you can't, because we killed him. Here at Google, we believe that despite having different endocrine systems or ability to move heavy objects or basic biological function, men and women are exactly the same. And the reason we think that is because we're real creepy Aspergery Asian engineers who have never touched a real woman in our whole fucking life. We only fuck ourselves wearing these weird goggles. The only place you can get information. By the way, did you know Owen Benjamin is a full-blown Nazi? That's also the car commercial song, where it's like, for the man that does not take no for an answer. The brand new Mercedes Me Too. The car's so smooth, he swore she said yes. And no one will suspect him because he donates to the Clintons. With soundproof windows, no one will ever hear her scream. The Mercedes Me Too. Driven by every single person in Hollywood. Hashtag Pop Me Too. Alright, so here's another song I wrote. It's called, I don't know how to end that. How should I end that joke? Let's try that. The Mercedes Me Too. A car for the man that does not take no for an answer. A stashback. Enough room in the trunk for all the shame and guilt you will feel. And you're only driving it because a black guy once stole your goddamn bike. Doesn't quite make sense, but I like where your head's at. Here's a quick one about driving on the 5. My blinkers on. Please let me merge. My lane ends in 500 feet. I will be fine. He doesn't budge, but that's okay. I still have time. 300 feet. Just let me fit. 100 feet, you piece of shit. I'm only racist when I drive. I think life's pretty damn good, to be honest with you. It is. Life is awesome. And I think there's a lot of people trying to make people pissed off for no reason. Because life is good. And like this is a song, a lot of people know this song now, but it's a remake of a much older song. I think it's a real window into how bad life used to be. I made my first real black friend. We were working in a mine. He was cool, but I think he gave me typhoid. Was the summer of 1869. Me and some dudes from church got the flu, most of us died. I needed milk, so I took my horse 100 miles, it was a very bumpy ride, yeah. When I look back now, the Civil War seemed to last forever. We weren't given a choice. They made me fucking kill my brother. But those were the best days of our lives. Oh yeah. Back in the summer of 1869, I only had one foot. My mom had her 10th kid by 15. Dad only had one hand. He died of smallpox in April, and that's when the government stole our land, yeah. When I look back now, I probably shouldn't have just eaten lead. Who the fuck are you? Yeah. Oh yeah. Back in the summer, I don't know, usually that is enough of a laugh to get an ending, but you guys trailed on me. Here's, no, but it made it even funnier. You guys were like laughing and then you're like, right on, I eat a lot of lead. What do you want to hear? Name anything. Racing song? Hallelujah? Yes. Here's okay, I got it lined up now. Alright, here's the racism song. Black dudes with more than one pit bull scare the shit out of me. But a black guy with a cell phone on his belt, I trust. White dudes with teardrop tattoos scare the shit out of me. But a white guy that is a good dad to a kid, I trust. The whole song's about how it's culture, not race. Nate, give me any race. Mexicans that are running across the Rio Grande fucking scare the shit out of me. I'll do a different one. You guys might not know what Rio Grande means. Hang on, no, I'm gonna do Mexicans. No, I'm doing Mexicans! Native Americans? Native Americans after a half a beer scare the shit out of me. But the natives that I played lacrosse with, I love. Filipinos with moms who are nurses scare the shit out of me. But a Filipino with a mom who's a nurse, I trust. Look, that's the thing about Filipinos, and then I'll get back to the song. They're so fucking tough. Like, the littlest dude can just jack you because their moms are nurses and they patch him up from fights. Alright, give me another one. Who? Puerto Ricans? Puerto Ricans after not that big of a hurricane scare the shit out of me. But a Puerto Rican that is dripping candle wax and is super gay, I trust. Who? White people? White people from like an hour fucking north of here scare the shit out of me. But a white guy that has my back when I spill my beer, I fucking trust. Another one. Who? Canadians used to kind of scare the shit out of me. But ever since Trudeau, I assume they're all cock-chugging fucking queers. Russians all absolutely scare the shit out of me. Russians are terrifying. So here's a song about a man I met in Seattle. There's a man who's afraid of dairy, and he's proud of the fact his balls never got hairy. David Hogg. He can't get the D, cause he's got low T. Trump tweets give him PTSD, and he thinks men should also sit to pee. He's a BuzzFeed foodie blogger, which means he's unemployed. And he's always pissy and a bit bitchy, cause he is bloated from soy. He's a soy boy, he's so annoyed. He's a soy boy, he feels no joy. A weak chin and soft hands and a lot of demands. He's got mammary glands. He says his cat is trans cause of all that soy. He's a soy boy and he's awful to be around. He thinks Sean King is black and Caitlyn Jenner is a brave and beautiful chick. His ankles are thick and he says shit like Colin Kaepernick should have been a first round pick. His invisible best friends are all black. I'm gonna stand up for you, invisible Jamarcus. He thinks differing opinions are attacks, and even Alexa and Siri won't call him back. He's an ally to women when he marches in the streets. But don't drink with him, ladies. He's Hillary on Facebook, but he's Bill in the sheets. Rape. He's a soy boy, he's so annoyed. He's a soy boy, he feels no joy. A weak chin and soft hands and a lot of demands. He's got mammary glands. His odor is soy, his pants are soy. He's soy-cum-sized. With his soylent dick, cause he's a socialist. And he's awful to be around. I hope you fucking die cause you're hilarious. Thank you. What do you want to hear and what do you want me to make it about? Huh?
The white version of the weekend.
The white version of the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've only done that once, hammered in Michigan, but I'll give it a shot. So, white people have to do songs that are fucking gay. Like this shit. Like, that's so dumb. Whatever you do, wherever you go, I'll be right here waiting for you. That's called Stockholm Syndrome. You know, like black dudes get to do songs that are like pretty badass. You know, they're like, this is by The Weeknd. I love this song. It goes, I only call you when, this is a love song. I only call you when it's 5:30. The only time I'd ever want you by my side. I only love it when you touch me, but I feel me when I'm fucked up. That's the real me. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. Yeah, I only call. And women are still like, This is the white version of The Weeknd. I wore these khakis so you date me. I promise. I don't remember it, man. I wore these khakis so you date me. I got a whistle so you won't rape me. I got a diamond so you'd say yes, cause I'm a pussy, And I own a Subway franchise in the city, yeah. I'm just making this shit up. Hit me with something else. Bohemian Rhapsody? As what? As Bob Dylan, okay. Mama, yeah, mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back tomorrow, well, yeah. Mama, just kill the man. But I got him to say, sleep out on the sideline, born as free, forever young. I can't sing it all. Yeah, Bob Dylan can't sing. Bob Dylan can't sing.
Palestine.
What's that?
Oh, sweet Palestine.
As Bob Dylan? These guys will attack with some shards of glass, and they get horny when they see a goat's ass, and they want to kill fucking Ben Shapiro. Oh, well, sweet Palestine. Well, sweet Palestine. There you go. What else you want? Okay. That was the most aggressive, sensitive man I've ever heard. It's like relationship songs. I want to relate better to the woman I love. There's a song called Every Relationship from a Man's Point of View. Why are you mad? What did I do? Why won't you talk to me? We just woke up. I can't think of anything I could have done. Did you have another bad dream about me? You had a dream I cheated on you, and now you're mad in real life. Well, guess what? I had a dream I was getting raped by a duck. I'm not mad at ducks. I know it was just a dream. If you stay mad, that means you're crazy. Thank you. Here's an old school one. This is a relationship song. I'll do two more relationship songs. This one's called Text Message Love Story. Here we go. I never knew you liked me. I never thought you cared. I was gonna touch you, but I got scared. I thought that we were just friends. I thought that was the case. Until you texted me a winky face. And I said, ha ha. And you said, hee hee hee. I said, come over and make out with me, ha-ha, hee-hee. Cause the smiley face means you're happy. The frowny means you're sad. Blushy face means you're blushing. But the winky face means you're glad to see my wiener. You're just winking at my wiener, yeah. Winky, 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 sucky, sucky, sucky. Fucky, fucky, sucky, winky, fucky, winky, sucky, winky, fuck it, and suck it. And I can play these songs, not just fucking black people. Thank you very much. That's a reference to the Weekend thing that wasn't an angry race thing. Here's one called How to Love a Woman. Just heard a woman say, oh no. What are you scared of? Be honest. Ain't that the reality? But this isn't mean, don't worry. None of this shit's mean, it's just funny. Hey, check this one out. Being white is awesome. Cops pull us over just to give us high fives. But that's just funny. You don't have to look into it any farther. If I'm ever on death row for my last meal, I will eat a pound of corn kernels, so when I'm electrocuted, it is hilarious. There's nothing deeper about it, it's just funny. It's just like, I mean, how funny would that be? How funny would that be? Like, you just get electrocuted, it's just like, you know, just like, Why not go out with a laugh? I want to get a tattoo somewhere where no one can see that just says I'm never gonna die. So the coroner is like, There's a song called How to Love a Woman. Dress really nice, but at the same time look like you don't try. Listen like a woman, but still act like a guy. Make lots of money, but still have free time in your day. Notice her hair and her shoes, but not in a gay way. To love a woman, to be her partner in crime, to really love a woman, you gotta be two people at the same fucking time. Give her space, but at the same time make her feel needed. Be confident, but don't sound conceited. She is in charge, but still you make the decisions. Kiss like a prince, but fuck her like you just left prison. And that's how you love. Thank you. It's because of what you need to be to live. Because for most of human existence, life was really, really brutal. You know, back in the day, we were in a cave or some shit, and your woman had a baby. And once you have a baby, once a woman has a baby, she's vulnerable. She has to like raise this child. You know, it's a little milk zombie, just like, you know, just attached. So she's looking at her guy like, baby, I can't hunt right now. Can you hunt? Can you get us food? Can you get us food, baby? And the guy's like, you want food? I'll get you food. You know I'll get you food. And he looks out of his little cave and he sees a woolly mammoth and he's like, fuck yeah. He's like, baby, I'll be back with a ton of food. He just starts running at the woolly mammoth. You're gonna die today, bro! It's like, it's winter time and I don't even bring shoes or any buddies to help out because I'm gonna strangle you with my bare fucking hands. Maps haven't been invented yet, but that's fine. I don't even know what tree that is. He dies alone. He never gets the woolly mammoth, so she's waiting, just like, waiting. Just, I need food. The food bag? No, he's dead. So she's dead. She dies. She becomes a popsicle. Baby dead. All dead. They're all dead. The dude, chick, dead. Dead, dead, dead. They're wiped off the map. Their genes will never be passed. That's it. Here's scenario number 2. Will you get us food? The guy's like, yeah, baby. Everybody says not to eat the berries right next to our cave. But I have an idea. Poison. Dead, dead, dead. They're all dead. Here's scenario number 3. Baby, will you get us food? He's like, yes. After I have sex with all the other women in the village. No, just he's ripped apart. He's just dead. So everyone's dead. We stay on that path. We're extinct. We're not here today enjoying ourselves in beautiful Bellevue, Washington. We're gone. Fortunately, there was one woman that had a shift in heart. Some little genetic anomaly where she was looking at her guy and she's like, will you get us food? The guy's like, yes. And she's like, wear shoes. Don't eat those plants. Who's that fucking bitch, right? And the guy was like, what are you talking about? I can kill that woolly mammoth. She's nobody, and that's going to be good. And she's like, no, you're going to die out there. Get the food where I can see you. I see an avocado tree. Go get the shit and bring it home. Because I don't want to die alone. I don't want to die alone. I don't trust you. Bring your friends at least. What the fuck? And he's like, fine. She lived. Her baby lived. They had more babies, and then they all got that gene that's like something might be wrong. I call it soap opera music eyes. This is what plays in a woman's head randomly for no reason. Just. By the way, fellas, it's all of them. So stay with your girl. There's nowhere to go. That's the mistake of younger men, where it's like, my girl's crazy, I gotta get another girl. And then you're like, what are the odds? They're all fucking like this. So just being a man isn't being with a bunch of women. That's a trail of defeat. Being a man is looking in the eyes of someone you think may belong in a mental institution and not leaving her, because then you realize women aren't actually crazy. It's a survival mechanism, right? Because you could be in paradise. You could be in Hawaii and your girl's like, oh my God, baby, I can't believe we finally made it to Kauai. This is my dream. Why does that wave look like that? Is that a tsunami? Baby, is that a tsunami? Is that a tsunami? Are we gonna die right now? Look it up. Is that a tsunami? This is what's in a man's head from birth until death. Why does tsunami have a T in it? That's hilarious. It's like tiramisu. Tsunami? And that's what causes fights. It's not because people actually are angry at each other or you're not a good fit. It's literally a difference in purpose. Here's a fight between a man and a woman with their appropriate soundtracks. Ready? Hey baby, how was your day? How was my day? Well, the fact you just asked me that means you don't know. Because you didn't check your Facebook, or my Twitter, or my Instagram. I had a pretty bad day, and I thought that you'd at least check in on me and see that. I'm sorry, baby, I'm banned from all that shit. They won't even let me on. Tell me about your day. Tell me what happened, baby. Let's talk. Baby, I wanna have sex with you pretty bad right now. You look so sexy when you're mad. I'm gonna fuck you right now, right on that laundry machine. Why don't you go ahead and turn on a load of whites? You're about to get some fucking serious heat right now. I just said I had a bad day, and all you wanna do is fuck me? That doesn't help my day. Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you say, baby, what happened? What's wrong? Do you think your dick's gonna solve any of my problems? No. I don't at all. I don't wanna fuck you at all. Not one bit. Tell me about your day. You don't want to fuck me anymore? What's wrong with me? You think I'm fat? You think like ever since we had a kid, we just don't even fuck. And we're just like friends. No. I'll fuck you right now. I just said that because you seemed angry. I'll fuck you. Oh, so you lied. She lied to me. And I believed you. What else have you lied about? What else have you lied about? Now I don't trust the thing out of your fucking mouth. What else have you lied about? Just tell me what to say and I'll say it. I mean, how true is that? No, it's fine. It's like, literally the sound of the bottles tonight is like, it's just like the sound of clanking. It's hilarious. Any other requests before I start landing this plane? Portland song? All right. I don't know if I remember from 2 days ago, but I'll give it a shot. What am I doing here? These people are insane. No space for my car, but 7 bike lanes. Grown men dressed like they're homeless and talk real annoyed. Their ironic mustache is dripping with soy, and they're all sheep. They're all widows. What the hell am I doing here? I'm not even trans queer. I'm just trying to get to work. You're protesting gravity, so I knocked you off your bike and covered your face with my pee. And I want you to notice gravity ain't going anywhere. I wish you were special. I'm a fucking bear. I'll cut off your dick. I don't know how to end the song. I don't know. I was like riffing the last part there. One more request and then I'll end the... What's that? Like the actual song? Yeah, okay. They were so passionate that I won't do the whole thing because it's not comedic. But I'll play it. What's that, buddy? Oh, I don't remember the words, man. I write shit every day. I do 2 hours a day. So it's like, there's no way I can remember that or else I'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. What's that? You got the lyrics? Getting a little aggressive. I'll do at least a verse. I heard there was a secret court where journalists weren't allowed to report, but you don't really care for freedom, do you? It goes like this without the fifth. The gavel falls and they cuff your wrists. Guys, what's the next line?
They don't really care for freedom, do they?
That's how they rule ya. How they rule. Bro, I get so many death threats, don't ever do that ever again. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. You know how many times a day people tell me they're gonna kill me at my shows? Don't ever do that again. All right, here we go. I heard there was a secret court. Terrifying. And especially if you have a fucking beard, Muslim fuck.
We got your back,
Jesus Christ. Alright. I heard there was a secret court where journalists weren't allowed to report, but you don't really care for freedom, do ya? It goes like this: without the fifth, the gavel falls and they cuff your wrists. It's not okay, but this is how they rule ya. 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 But Tommy has been here before. He's seen this room and he's walked this floor. Last time they tried to kill him, but he endured ya. They need their votes for the growing state and won't stop who their voters rape. And it's not okay that this is how they rule ya. 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 There was a time the press let you know who's really coming to your shores, but now they don't tell the story ever true, yeah. The state tries to say Tommy has racial hate, but it's a fear of a caliphate. And the state says no, this is how we rule ya. How we rule ya. How we rule ya. Pedophiles are celebrated while Tommy Robinson is incarcerated. But you never seem to care for children, do ya? The grooming gangs move in on you, and the kids look to you for truth. Please don't say, baby, this is how they rule ya. How they rule ya. How they rule ya. How they rule ya. How they rule. Tommy Robinson. Yeah, man, I find that guy really inspiring, and I can't believe he got in prison for reporting on grooming gangs. And I just toured England. It's horrifying.
Free Tommy.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so this is how we'll close the show. And thanks for listening to that. I never do normal songs. So I was waiting for like punchlines, and I'm like, oh, I'm just reciting horror that a man stormed my stage to give me with a giant beard and a crazy look in his eye. But dude, it's awesome that you printed this out, man. I take back the saying don't do that. It's all good. What's that, bud? You didn't print it? Who printed it? I know Molyneux spread this around, which is cool. That dude's fucking a solid dude. Yeah. It's just like, Robinson's done, he's not a fucking racist. I hate when people paint that shit. Like, he's like, yo, because England has none of the racial shit that we do. It's hilarious. He's like, most of me best mates are black. Look at fucking Bubbles. Hello, Bubbles. He's like, hello, Tommy. He's like, it's not about race. It's about law. They're fucking all our kids. And Bubbles like, they're fucking our kids, Tommy. He's like, I don't give a fuck what color your skin is, don't fuck kids. And the British government is like, come with us, troublemaker. It's crazy. All right, it's all good. A little bit of a buzzkill, but he's showing me safe. All right, so anyway. So I like all sorts of music. It was a pleasure driving with Nimmer from Portland because we were just going back and forth. Me and my brother started this tradition, and me and Nimmer were doing it, where we pick a theme, and we go back and forth, and one of them was mother. Like our mothers, and he would play me shit, and I'd play him shit. And all genres of music are fucking dope. And I realized that black people sing better songs to their mothers. Like, mother, it's just beautiful. White people are like, Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? I swear to God, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with us? Mother, do you think they'll like this song? Alright, anyway. So, I like all kinds of music, but I don't like hip-hop that much anymore. I like old school hip-hop, like Wu-Tang and Tribe and Diggle Planets and all that shit, yeah. The modern shit sucks. And I think I stopped liking it, I think, after the 8 Mile soundtrack, because that was the last one I really liked as a white person. Because Eminem made white people feel like we had black people confidence. Remember when that shit came out? It was like... if you had soccer practice, and your dad forgot to pick you up, you walk home in the rain, or do it for Kyle's motherfucking dad. If your mom packed you yogurt, but that bitch forgot the spoon, do you eat the yogurt with your finger, or do you steal Kyle's spoon? And I'd be like, yo dog, I got problems. And my black friends would be like, what's your problem? I'm like, my dad didn't hug me after orange juice this morning. And he'd be like, what's a dad? But I think I stopped liking hip-hop because of Timberland, because that was the first time I heard of a producer. Because I love that song, It's Too Late to Apologize. I was like, that's the best song ever. And then I realized it's not by Timberland, it's by a band called One Republic. And this is the only thing Timberland added. Take pictures, high five, hang out, chat, grab another beer. I'm here to hang tonight, and I appreciate y'all coming out. And we sold this fucker out like 2 weeks ago, so make some noise for yourself. And I produced Eric Nimmer's last special. It's a half-hour special. You can get it at my website, hugepianist.com/specials. And it's hilarious, or my last two. I got another one coming out in a week called Reluctant Warlord. And, as I'm trying to write new shit, that's why I came out early with some risks. And I'm trying to do a bit about comparing Zillow to porn. I don't know. There's nothing there, but that's what happens when you gotta write a new hour. I don't know, I'm at my 7th hour. How about you guys? So, what's that one? I like that about you, man. You're like, bottle, microphone. No, but I like that. So I'm gonna close tonight showing you guys, and let's all be buddies, by the way. I told my wife, I'm like, I have no friends in Washington, so let's all hang out. Yeah, I want to get into beekeeping and shit like that too. I'm dead serious. I want to get goats. Who said fuck you? I'll send my swarm to you. Because that was something so sick of Twitter swarms, I want a real swarm. I just want to have bees around me and I'm just like, go! And they're just like, the kamikaze's just like, and I'm like, yeah, you can kick me off Twitter, but now you got a big fat swollen face from my swarm. Alright, so this is my impression of Timberland producing Beethoven. I'm Owen Benjamin. Thank you. Much love. I love you guys for coming out. Good night. Get home safe. Free Tommy Robinson and don't eat the fucking soy. Thank you. Good night. One more time for Eric motherfucking